Hey there guys, Fabian Ratzak here. Welcome to my news release for the Tonex ecosystem. Features 15 fantastic sounding captures from this monster amp here. It's the MKII, the 20 watt version, which sounds phenomenal. To get it here inside these two boxes or in one, like you wish, you can decide, or use it on your DAW like I do here. And I also provide you with 4 custom IRs I designed for specific settings for this amp, and I'm going to give you a few impressions. I'm going to show you some captures, and there will also be a PDF, actually 3 JPEGs of the settings the amp is used and how the captures provided, like use for humbucker, for single coil, and maybe also there are some pedal captures inside, like the Rodenberg SL-OD or like the DOD250 and many other great sounding pedals. Also there's a pedal platform capture where you can put your own pedal in front and enjoy playing. And yes, so that's for now. Let's start with the demo, and I'm going to give you some tones, and here we go. Hey there guys, welcome to the demo. So the first tone you heard is just bone dry, no effects actually, and it features capture number 2, which is crunch number 2. I call it crunch number 2. I call it vintage rock for humbuckers. This works great. Let's also put in some reverb and see how this sounds. As you might have heard, I really enjoyed this capture. A lot of fun to play around with it. Let's go to capture number 3. This is a little bit more rocky sounding capture, but at first make sure to use your IR. In this time I'm using the custom. Oh Jesus, I wrote that wrong. I need to correct it. It's not custom, it's custom. All right, and I also did this time a special one, Greenback Special I call it. But at first let's hear the one you heard before. Then I'm gonna make sure I lock this, because we always want to have an IR in front, otherwise it sounds ugly. So let's hear how this IR sounds. Go for the IR Special. Alright, so let's check out the next capture. It's the capture number 4, and there's a shuffler drive in front. Also, you can see in the PDF that comes along, or basically you just go to the I button and then you see the settings of the Plexi and also what's included. So let's hear some, because it's a typical Angus Young setting, let's hear some tones, how this might sound. let's also put in some reverb, because it's always nice to have some kind of reverb, just a tiny bit. All right, let's go for this. Also, what's important for me are the dynamics of the real Plexi, and it really comes extremely close. I mean, listen. Even get a little bit closer when turning off the noise gate. Sorry for the little bit of noise, but I will show you how it reacts. I think that's really nice, and hats off to Tonex again. It's really fantastic. All right, so let's check out the next one. Let's go for, I have here all the stuff because I already forgot what kind of captures are here. So let's maybe go to capture number 10. So here it is. And this is the famous all on 10 setting that works really nice. All on 10 realistically sounds not that great because it's way too much bass. So I decided to do it a little bit different, as you might see in the info. So everything on 10 nearly so that it sounds good. And in the info thing you will see the exactly settings, but basically it's all pretty much timed. So let's find out how this sounds. I think that really sounds great. And always remember, with all this Tonex stuff, you can still use, for example, if there's too much bass, just go to depth. Just play a little bit with it, say some press. And then you have your settings and it sounds really nice. So don't be afraid to use all these controls. Also the gain control. For me personally, everything is nice until when you go up until 8 something. This sounds nice. And I will show it later to you also how it behaves. All right, so let's check out the next one maybe. Let's go to tone number 9. So this is basically some high gainish kind of stuff. Here I used an MKII CAE booster, which is pretty famous, and then a 10-band equalizer to spice things up. And let's see how this sounds. That's still pretty bone dry, but I want to show you how it really sounds without mushing too much effects into it. But imagine now, just put some plate here and then you can rock. So now it's a lot more fun to play. Yeah, but you get the idea. It's martial tone, and we all laugh and feel that martial vibe, I hope. All right, let's do the last with the Les Paul, and then I'll switch to the Stratocaster. Let's go maybe to the... I have one with a treble booster, that's number 13. So let's hear how this sounds. Maybe I also will switch some IR, but let's keep this here in and see how that's... Let's switch the IR to give you some impression. Let's go maybe for the IR2 mix. Let's go for the greenbacks. So it all sounds really nice, I think. I really enjoy these tones a lot. So let's switch to the Stratocaster and see some of the other tones you can get with this package. All right, so let's check out some tones with the Stratocaster. Let's go for number 6, which features, I call it lead 2, and this is the SL-OD, the Rodenberg one, and just the boost side of it. So let's see how much spank we can get out of the Stratocaster. Also, let's check this one out with another IR, because the IR is always an important part of the signal chain. So let's go back to the Greenback Special and let's see. So if you think there's too much gain, just roll down the volume. Some reverb maybe. And let's also switch off the noise gate. Sorry for the noise, but it needs to be there to give you all the dynamics. Right, so there was a lot of crunch and gainier stuff. Let's go maybe for a clean tone. So number 7 is clean, and that's basically designed for the Stratocaster. And let's see how this sounds. Yes, Marshall clean, I love it. Nice. Let's go for something more edgier, so more breakup tone, and also with the Stratocaster later on some reverb. At first bone dry. Let's get back in the noise gate and we see. Let's also switch IRs again, because I want to give you the whole impression. Let's go for the greenbacks. Go back to the other one, or let's go back to the IR. All right, so let's switch guitars again, because I want to show it to you with a modern Stratocaster. Features noiseless single coil, and let's test out how a DOD250 might sound. All right, let's put a DOD250 in front. So this is with capture number 5, features the famous DOD250 like the Swedish guy is using, and let's find out how this sounds. I think that's pretty close. If you put now maybe an IR with some Celestion G75 speakers, you're almost there, I guarantee you, but I don't have this kind of cabinet, so it's hard for me to show it to you right now. But anyway, so these are basically the captures you're gonna get. 15 captures. I showed you maybe 6, 7, 8, I don't know. I think there's something for everyone. If you like vintage rock, if you like clean Marshall tones, the AC/DC stuff, the modern stuff, you will find there something, I guarantee you. And thanks so much for checking out my stuff. I also have many other Tonex packs like the Victory Sheriff, the Kraken, some Roots amp that is also very nice. Check out my stuff. I'm also doing Ampero stage stuff. So there's also a great technology called Sound Clone. But for now, Tonex is my favorite when it comes to authenticity. And yeah, thanks so much for watching. If you like the stuff, please leave a like and a comment maybe. That's important. And yes, thanks so much for taking the time. See you next time, guys.